Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is Al here. Yeah, didn't expect to see this all of a sudden, did you? But today is February 27th, and here I am about to react to the Pokemon Direct. And as I discussed already in my Instagram page, I don't have much to expect from the Direct, but there's one thing I hope they don't do. And this is something that's been bothering me ever since the initial release of Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. They're great games, mind you. They're still great games, but this is something that has been bothering me. I hope that they don't exploit the hell out of Gen 1 or Kanto. It's been getting very monotonous of Pokemon to just exploit the hell out of Kanto by doing something Gen 1-ish or expanding upon the Kanto universe or just anything, any just big exploitation of Gen 1 is just, it's just straight up stupid. But could be just me. Alright, and let's go ahead and begin. Like I said, get hype and happy Pokemon Day. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Welcome to the Pokemon Direct. I'm Ishihara from the Pokemon
Hey,
Coast.
it's Ishihara.
Today, I would like to share some very special information with all of you.
What do you got?
Pokemon trainers all around the globe have already enjoyed many adventures in various regions of the Pokemon
Yo,
world.
that's all the mainstream Pokemon games.
Along the way, trainers have encountered many different Pokemon, battled against countless other Pokemon trainers, and experienced stories all their own.
These are scenes from every mainstream Pokemon game. Wow.
And this year, a new Pokemon journey will begin for all of you.
Gen 8?
We've prepared a special video to
Because
welcome
people have been
you to the
speculating that this is
exciting
about
next
Gen 8.
adventure. Please take a look.
And it's on the Switch too. Is this the other game that Game Freak was gonna make? Not Pokemon, but what? Oh, the character models though. The environment. Yo, this looks so beautiful. Was that the sneaking mechanic? Oh, it's going back to traditional, rough up the Pokemon first and then throw a Pokeball at it. Yo, the presentation! But how is this gonna fare? That arena. Oh man. Is this a new region? This looks like a new region. Oh, that's a new Pokemon. Wow, that looks a little bit like Torchic and the other one from Gen 6, Bunnelby. Yo, that one sort of reminds me of Mudkip a little bit, but maybe I'm thinking a little too much nostalgia. And that one looks like Chespin from Gen 6. I might get to the Oh, that's actually kind of cute. But I have to look at them closer because what? Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield? Is that what they're calling this? What? Okay, as long as it's not colors, minerals, or whatever.
Today, we are pleased to announce all new
You know what?
entries in the main series of Pokemon RPGs for Nintendo
You know what? I'm
Switch,
fine with this, okay?
Pokemon
I'm
Sword,
fine with this.
and Pokemon Shield.
Like I said, before we had colors
And
and
for
we
an
had lots of
introduction to the
minerals
adventure
and
that awaits you in these games,
chromosomes,
I'd like to ask
astrology,
this next
and
guest
now
to tell you more.
weaponry?
I'm Junichi Masuda from Game Freak, and I have been working as the producer for these titles. Right now, we at Game Freak are hard at work on the development of Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. For the veteran Pokemon trainers who have experienced so many adventures with us up until now, for the new trainers who held a Pokeball for the first time in the Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu game, or the Pokemon Let's Go
This
Eevee
region
game,
looks so
and for
western.
all those out there looking to become Pokemon trainers for the first time.
Looks like something I've seen from a movie.
These games will be new entries in the Pokemon series, role-playing games that will get any player fired up and excited. Since these are new entries, naturally, you'll find that they take place in a new region, with never-before-seen Pokemon living there and new adventures you've yet to experience.
I hope these ones don't pale like Gen
So
5.
let's turn to the director of these games,
Burn.
our own Mr. Omori, to hear more.
I'm Shigeru Omori
Shigeru
from
Omori.
Game Freak.
Yes!
I'm working as the director for Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield.
Missed you, man.
The setting of these games is known as the Galar region.
Galar. That's what it's called,
Galar
Galar.
is an expansive region with many environments, containing idyllic countryside and contemporary cities, vast plains, and craggy snow-covered mountains.
This looks like a reference to...
The people and Pokemon live here, and they've worked together to develop the industries in the region.
Looks kind of like England.
Here in this region, you'll visit gyms with the newly discovered Pokemon you choose to be your first partner, aiming for the enviable and admirable title of champion.
Is that what the Pokemon League's gonna look like?
So let's get to know the Pokemon that could be your next partner.
Wow.
The chimp Pokemon, Grookey. This
Grookey.
mischievous Pokemon is full of boundless curiosity. The rabbit Pokemon, Scorbunny, which is always running
Scorbunny?
about, bursting with energy.
Eh,
And the water lizard Pokemon, Sobble. It's a bit timid, shooting out attacks as it hides itself in the water. You'll choose one of these distinct Pokemon to be your trusty partner and set out across the Galar region on a new
they
adventure.
look pretty adorable. You gotta give them that.
Along the way, there will be many more
Scorbunny has the
never-before-seen
best
Pokemon
design,
waiting
but
to
worst
meet you
name.
and
I'm
be
sorry.
discovered.
All the rest are just
As we work
fine.
on the development of these games, our goal has been to create the greatest Pokemon experience yet. We're challenging ourselves to try new things, while still treasuring what makes Pokemon special. So we hope you'll all be looking forward to the adventures awaiting you in the Galar region.
Oh boy.
So, what did you think? Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield will be released simultaneously
Oh, sweet.
worldwide in late 2019.
Just like Animal
And
Crossing.
that's not all you'll have to look forward to in 2019. We've got plenty in the works for the Pokemon brand that we hope will delight you. Thank you all for tuning in today.
Didn't expect it to be that short, but okay. So, wow. Alright, so, Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. I have to say that is a pretty neat idea, neat for titular purposes, but, like, I don't know. I don't know if I can agree on, you know, it actually being called Sword and Shield. But now that I think of it, I can't actually, you know, think of any other ideas because Sword and Shield does actually sound legit. At least it's not a color, at least it's not a mineral, at least it's not a chromosome or anything related to astrology. It's its own thing. It's like it's weaponry. I think that's what the main focus is weaponry. That would have to mean that the main legendary of Pokemon Sword would have to be like a sword-shaped Pokemon or a Pokemon related to a sword, and the other Shield. Other has to be like shaped exactly like a knight's shield. And being that we have, you know, some sword Pokemon like Honedge and the three swords of Unova, Cavalion, Virizion, and Terrakion, And as far as shield Pokemon goes, well, it can go many ways. I mean, you got Shieldon, you got Bastiodon in the Sinnoh region, you got Chestnut, you got like lots of other defensive Pokemon. I guess I don't have time to run them all down, but the region itself looks really beautiful. Like I think it's supposed to be based off of England, from a big farm valley to a whole city. It's actually pretty, unique for Pokemon to go this direction. Like I said, it looks like as if something from a movie. And, we saw a couple of familiar Pokemon. Of course, we're going to see Pikachu, because Pikachu is literally the Pokemon of Pokemon. The starters. Grookey, a monkey Pokemon that is a grass type. I'm wondering if this one in specific is gonna be either a rock type or another fighting type, kind of like Infernape. Looks like Infernape will have some competition, don't you think? And Scorbunny. Scorbunny, that has to turn into some kind of, because it's a rabbit. And for most of what we know, we've had a few rabbit Pokemon, one or two rabbit Pokemon that were normal types and somewhat ground/fighting types. Like you got Baneri, who evolves into Lopunny, and then we get the Gen 3 remakes that run on the X and Y engine. They gave Lopunny a Mega Evolution that makes it a fighting type. And then you got Bunnelby and Diggersby, who are part ground, I believe. Normal and ground. And this one in specific, it looks like it's going to be another fire fighting type, which, has been done 3 times in a row. Like, you got Blaziken, aka my favorite Pokemon of all time. And then you got Infernape, and then you got Emboar from Gen 5. And this one in particular looks like its full form is bound to be a fighting type. But I could be wrong once the evolved forms are fully revealed. And Sobble, that has to be the one that strikes me the most. And knowing me, I don't really choose much water starters other than Piplup. And yeah, probably Poplio and not X and Y, Sun and Moon. I might just end up picking up Sobble because it just appeals the most to me, and it looks cute, and I love its little concerned face. As I was like, oh, these other two guys, they're trying to look all cooler than me. Yeah, I might pick Sobble, but it depends on what it turns out to be. Like, if anything, because we saw it literally camouflage with the water, all invisible, like, so could it be a ghost type when it evolves? Or could it be a psychic type? A bug type, perhaps? It looks kind of buggish to me, so I don't know, might be a water bug. Which water bug is actually something that Sun and Moon did pretty good, especially with Golisopod. But even then, I don't know what else to say. I mean, we saw Munchlax, we saw Lucario, we saw Tyranitar, many other familiar Pokemon that we've seen a lot. And the gameplay mechanics. This time it doesn't look like it's gonna have the Pokemon Go mechanics where you simply throw the Pokeball onto the target and hope for like a great or excellent throw and use berries to help you. It looks like it's actually going back to the traditional rough the Pokemon up a bit and then start throwing the balls to have a better chance at catching it. But from all I know is that maybe it could be mixing the two. I mean, that would be nice if they actually did mix the two mechanics. The rough it up and actually aim your Pokeball throw to it for an excellent throw. I mean, I would like that. That would give you extra pointers to try to catch it, especially if it's a really tough Pokemon that you might find in the wild. And from a little bit I saw when you got your first wild encounter, is that it brings back the whole tiptoe walk straight from Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. But the question is, will that be actually what it is? Or is it going to be like Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, where You know, you have Pokemon just wandering around as soon as they pop up and you run into them, you want to encounter them. I don't know. The Galar region looks beautiful and visually appealing, and it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun to explore. I noticed that there were like a few mines, caves. I'm guessing you can ride like a mine cart or something. And I think that's pretty much about it of what I have to say. I mean, think I've covered every aspect of what I saw. It's coming late in June 2019, which, you know, is probably going to be when Animal Crossing is around. But I'm pretty sure that there's still a lot more to this, because don't forget we have E3 sometime in the summer where it's going to go into further detail about it. And for all I know, we're going to get insights of the Super Smash Brothers Direct that is going to cover the version 3.0 update that they have planned. And then you got Super Mario Maker 2, you got the Fire Emblem game, Three Houses. You got, I'm pretty sure that they will announce Animal Crossing, because I know how upset people were when Animal Crossing didn't show up in the last Nintendo Direct. But honestly, I can kind of see why they're kind of holding it off, because even if they do plan on making Animal Crossing for the Switch, they even teased it to us. I'm pretty sure that they would, you know, take the time to actually work on it for as long as they can and announce it to us when it's ready. Because we already saw Metroid Prime 4 canceled, and then they're going to rebuild it from the ground up with the help of Retro Studios. And yeah, got a lot of stuff to look forward to, guys. Get hype about it. And I'll see you guys in my next video. And if you excuse me, I have to crash for the night. Just as I say that, I start to yawn. So, good night, everyone. And here's to a new generation of Pokemon. Hoping it's a good one.
Oh, that looks terrifying.
So what do you think
What the heck?
So over here of looking search burglars and stuff. It's been bad. I see all that.